Look, whether you got $100, 1,000, 100,000, or a million, there's certain fundamentals that as you start making cash, you want to implement when you're young. You want to implement when you have no cash, so as it multiplies, you have those fundamentals solid. I'm going to give you a great example of this. Nobody talks about this, but you should never worship cash. See, I believe that money, it's the greatest equalizer in the world. Shoot, it might be the best antidepressant, anti-anxiety drug you'll ever take. Shoot, when you have money, you basically have no worries for your day-to-day. That still does not make it your God. See, when too many men put their focus and their entire personality on money, not only do you become annoying, you're also not confident. That's why, bro, there's rich men that are still weird. They have no charisma. They can't get a girl. You should build yourself up as a man of discipline, whether you have $0 or 100,000, because at the end of the day, whether you lose it all, you take the money away, you're still a man of character. Statement number 2, be stingy with your cash. It's crazy, but too many people are in this growth mindset, right? Everybody wants more, but everyone's so tied up with their cash. I can promise you one thing, as a rich man, you will never become rich by saving. That's a lie. That's a lie. You will never become rich by saving yourself an extra 20 bucks every month. Now, yes, you should cut expenses. You should be smart of where the money's outpouring. But at the end of the day, being stingy with your money, especially as you try to help other people, is the easiest way to bottleneck yourself and your energy. Think about it this way, right? Let's say you have a 100% energy bar. If you're wasting 60% of your energy bar saying, oh no, I won't do this, I won't do this. So you're wasting 60% of your time trying to figure out how to save cash. What if you flipped it around, right? You would be more giving, right? You started giving, you started helping people out. If somebody needs it, you're there for them. And then, instead of focusing on where to save and where to cut, you're spending 100% of your time on how to multiply your wealth. And you know what's crazy about life? It doesn't make any sense. You won't find this in any economic textbook, but the more you give, for whatever reason, the floodgates open, and the more you end up receiving, more opportunities open, more connections you make. It's like, bro, karma's a real thing. This takes me to number 3. Never get into credit card debt. Look, sometimes it is your only option, right? Your back's against the wall. You need a couple extra $100, maybe $1,000, and the only thing you can think of is charging it on a credit card. And while yes, it will allow you to breathe for those few seconds, days, or weeks, once those interest payments start to hit and you start to multiply, see, credit card debt is like quicksand. It gets to a point that you literally cannot breathe because these credit card companies, they're charging you 30% APR on your initial on that initial loan, which is literally highway robbery. You are losing money just on interest. You're getting your money stolen, which is why I love our sponsor, Dave. See, Dave is a banking app that can help you get access to up to $500 of instant cash with something they call extra cash. But here's the best part. With Dave, there's no interest, there's no late fees. Shoot, there's not even a credit check. Now you have that extra couple $100 that you might need to fill up your tank, catch up on bills, pay off some debt without having to wait on your next paycheck or maxing out one of your credit cards. So now you're finally tackling those expenses that aren't allowing you to breathe, and it won't just be you. Millions of people have downloaded Dave and have had access to that instant cash through their extra cash program. So if you're in a pinch, you need some extra help, download Dave and think of it as a helping hand from the future you. So either click the link down below or go to dave.com/TMF. That's dave.com/TMF. Download the Dave account and sign up for extra cash to be able to get access to up to $500. And then for terms and conditions, you can go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking service provided by Evolve, member of the FDIC. Number 4. Don't avoid buying something you want. Yes, you should always be responsible, right? If you have $300 in your account and you need to buy food for the week, obviously buy your essentials first. But don't cheapen out on something that you've always wanted, whether it's a trip or some sort of accessory or piece of clothing or maybe a car. If it's within reason, one thing that I've noticed is that time is flying by, bro. And the more you spend your life saying, no, I gotta save, I gotta save, I gotta save, I gotta save, the more time flies by. And before you know it, most of your youthful years, the years that you actually want to enjoy, you spent them stressed out, not enjoying what you actually wanted because you were so scared that cash would never come back. And what I've realized is that the more money I make, the more I realize you can always make more. If your mentality is always on the grind, always thinking, all right, how can I multiply? How can I create more revenue sources? If you're always working and putting in that effort, it is almost impossible to not make more money. So yes, you want that $300, I don't know, jacket? You want that $500 trip to Mexico? Bro, book it. Number 5, do not donate your money. And no, it doesn't contradict my other tip of actually giving. What I'm saying is do not donate to corporations. It's crazy. This happened to me, bro. So obviously, I used to live in Florida. I live in New York City. I go back and forth all the time now. Though the problem is that all my gym memberships that I have aren't even around the house that I have in Florida. So what ends up happening is, last time I checked my bill statement, I had 3 gym memberships that I do not go to, that I've been paying monthly for well over 2-3 years, that I didn't even realize. And I just wanted to go through my expenses the other day. So I went through all that. I'm like, I have been donating to these companies for free. And I'm not even helping anybody out here. I'm just making somebody else richer at this point. And this happens all the time. I can't tell you the last time I opened my Hulu account, the last time I opened up my HBO account. There are all these subscriptions and accounts, gym memberships that you are literally donating to, you're not using on a daily basis. Those are the type of expenses you should be cutting to enjoy the things you actually want to enjoy. Finally, number 6, do not invest if you don't even have over $1 million in your bank account. That sounds douchey, honestly. But I'm telling you from a place of love as your older brother, you will never get rich with the $100 you have in your bank account. See, the less money you have when you start investing, the more you treat it like gambling. What does that mean? Let's say you only have $200 in your bank account. You're not thinking reasonably. You're not saying, man, if I can only make 5% on this for the next year, I'll be great. 5% on that is literally only $10, by the way. So you're not gonna think like that. You're gonna think, how do I double this? How do I triple this? And now you're treating it like a casino. On the flip side, when you have $1 million in your bank account, you're gonna think smart. You're not gonna think, how do I double my million? You're gonna think, man, if I can make 5% on this, which is another 50 grand this year, that is 50 grand that I made without lifting a finger. And now you're gonna invest reasonably. So until you are at that net worth, you should not even be touching investing because you're gonna treat it like gambling. Instead, you should devote your entire life, your entire energy and being on how to make money. That should be your focus. How do I create revenue? How do I create value? What companies can I start? What value or service can I provide to businesses? How do I increase the money that I have in my bank account? Once that thing hits $1 million, now you can invest.